and welcome to The Thinkers League, wherein if you know how to think imaginatively, so you are a thinker of our league. For today's short video, I'll teach you the life story of a philosopher who has made a great contribution to the world, and he is Anaximenes.
According to the surviving sources on his life, Anaximenes flourished in the mid-6th century BCE. Specifically, he was born in 585 BC to Eurystratus in the Greek city of Miletus, located in Ionia or the ancient Greece, and died in 528 BC. He was a Greek pre-Socratic philosopher of nature, and he is the third philosopher of the Milesian school of philosophy, together with Thales and Anaximander. The three of them was considered as the three thinkers of Miletus and first philosophers of the Western world. Theophrastus notes that Anaximenes was an associate and possibly a student of Anaximanders. Anaximenes was a practical man and a talented observer with a vivid imagination. He noted the rainbows that can be occasionally seen in moonlight and described the phosphorescent glow given off by an oar blade breaking the water. Anaximenes was the first Greek philosopher to form a clear distinction between planets and stars, and to provide scientific explanations to account for natural events such as thunder, lightning, rainbows, earthquakes, and etc.
Now, in searching for the RP, or the basic stuff of the world, Anaximenes is known for his proposed doctrine that air is the source of all things.
In this way, he differed with his predecessors, but at first, his thesis may seem a step backwards from the more comprehensive like Anaximander, who thought that all things came from an unspecified boundless stuff or the apeiron, to the less comprehensive particular like Thales, who held that water is the source of all things.
Anaximenes added an important point where he explained the process by which the air becomes the basic stuff of the world. Wherein air becomes fire, and by condensation, air becomes wind. The cloud, and when still more condensed, it becomes water, earth, and stone. So, condensation means that an element is heavier, slower, and cooler, wherein rarefication means that an element is lighter, quicker, and hotter.
Each of these philosophers has close theories and ideas that could top each other's theories of their own. When it comes to the pre-Socratic philosophers, Anaximenes can be confusion to the philosophy world because he seems to contradict the ideas of Thales and Anaximander, but in some of his doctrines it shows connection to the doctrine of the first two philosophers. Come to think this way, Anaximenes doesn't disagree with Thales in all points. After all, he has the material arche where water becomes earth, and at the same time, he doesn't disagree with Anaximander on everything either. Just like Anaximander wanted an arche that is boundless or infinite. Anaximenes believed that air, like water, was infinite too. He even thought that the earth was supported on a pillar of air, which lines up with Anaximander's cosmology. The best way to see Anaximenes is as a third step in the dialectic triad. In the triad, two positions contradict each other, the thesis and antithesis. The third position, the synthesis, takes good elements from both and turns them into a brand new position which resolves them into one. In the case of the three philosophers, Thales is the thesis. He says everything is made from the definable substance water, while Anaximander is the antithesis. He says everything is made of something boundless, infinite, or in short, the apeiron. Now, Anaximenes is the synthesis. According to him, everything is made of something definable but boundless, and material but divine. Anaximenes seems to have held that at one time everything was air. Air can be thought of as a kind of neutral stuff that is found everywhere and is available to participate in physical processes. Natural forces constantly act on the air and transform it into other materials, which came together to form the organized world.
That is why he may have thought of air as capable of directing its own development, as the soul controls the body. He also said, just as our soul, which holds us together, the breath and air surround the whole cosmos. Now, it's really clear that Anaximenes is talking about air that we breathe. But he is talking about much more than that. Anaximenes said that air is God and that it is boundless and infinite and always in motion. Thanks for watching The Thinkers League. And we believe through our video, you know how to think imaginatively, just like our philosopher Anaximenes. And you're now a thinker of our league.